Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this part two of the video, we're going to be talking about how to make an inference on this PaliGemma model that we just fine-tuned before. So first things first, install the package transformers, and then you want to log into Hugging Face. And then you use this couple of lines of code to load up your model. As you can see here, this model ID can be whatever model that you fine-tune. And then you want to use Google's auto processor. So once you have this processor object set up, now you're pretty much ready to go. The purpose for this is to load up the model. And then once you have the model, you want to make some sort of data, right? So here, the previous author has used this picture from Hugging Face. You can make a GET request API call and load the picture in here and use a Palo image library to reading this picture. Plot it out, and it looks like this. So there's a cat and there's something behind it. So since this is a multimodal model, what we're going to do is we're going to have a prompt, and then we're going to have the raw image. Now, how that works is the prompt here says what color is the cat, and then the raw image is whatever this URL is, and that is a PNG file. So it's an image file. So we send a sentence and a payload object inside of this API call to trigger this model. So now this model is going to generate something, and it's going to give us a white and orange. So that is exactly what the cat is. And then you can ask a little bit more complicated question, right? For example, you can say, what is behind the cat? And then you can run that line of code. And then you come down here, run that again. And then you read out what is the output of that. And then there you go. That's the answer, gramophone. So there you go. That gives you kind of like a setup of how to make inference on this fine-tuned PaliGemma model using processor from Google and whatever model weights that you fine-tuned before. Now here's a question. If you want to do this locally, how will you do that, right? So you have a deer and cat JPEG file. That's the JPEG file locally. I can open that, and then it looks like a picture. This is actually a picture I took from Ireland, and there's a deer and there's a car behind it. So that is a picture. It's a JPEG file locally in this directory. So what I did here is I try to read this file using image. And then if that works, then that will be the raw image. If not, then we can make an API call, a GET request to grab that picture from Hugging Face. So let me run that code. And then since this deer and cat JPEG file is in here, then of course you are able to read that in. And now once we read that in, we can ask the question, what is behind the deer? So that will be what that question is. And hopefully it says car, right? Let's print out the picture. And boom, there you go. That is a deer. And then behind there is a car. So let's run that code. Let's see what answer do we get. Once again, we have processor. That's how you process the input. And then you use model generate to generate the output. And boom, there you go. It says car. Now you can also ask a slightly difficult question. You can say, what color is the car behind the deer? So let's see if you're able to get us the color red. And if it gets us color red, then that means this is correct. So there you go. That gets us the color red. So I want to be a little bit mindful that you will need this decode function because the raw output is actually a bunch of numbers. So I can put output here, just show you guys what that looks like. As you can see here, it's a bunch of numbers. There's a max token size. All these are, of course, junk. You only need the last few index. And then you can decode it using last few index to get your raw output. So let me show you what that looks like without this bracket in the end. So that would be the full output decoded with words. And then you actually see the original question that the user entered. And this is because this is a text generation, right? You actually reads this prompt, and then it's trying to guess what the next word is based on the picture. So we use this bracket here just to filter out that last few characters, right? We don't need the length of the prompt from the beginning of this output. So there you go. That is how you make an inference on PaliGemma model that you previously fine-tuned. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.